Welcome to the making of our studio recording. I'm Jenny. This is Melissa, Jen, and Rossi. When developing this project, we had two primary questions in mind. What skills will a studio recording help us with? And how can we use a similar project like this in the future as a music educator? Thus begins our journey to find the answers. First, we were to compose a song which highlighted each of our primary instruments and musical abilities. We started by finding a poem in public domain to use for the lyrics of our song, and decided on The Star by Sara Teasdale. After choosing the poem, the fun part could begin, writing the actual music. We used Finale to write our song and started by agreeing on G major as our key of choice. Next came the melody and then the harmonies, and bass line came much easier. It took us about 5 class periods to complete the music score. We each had preconceived notions that the composing would be an arduous feat. However, it was the exact opposite, and our ideas meshed well together. Next, we took on the task of recording our song. We ran into several bumps in the road when trying to record our song. Our first attempt was to use the Alesis Multimix soundboard in W218. We wanted to use the soundboard to plug in multiple microphones so that we could make multi-tracks while recording. We figured out that the system could record sound, but it was recording with the computer microphone instead of from the higher quality microphones we wanted to use.
Check.
There are not many people who have learned how to use this soundboard, so we went through a lot of trial, error, and experimentation to attempt using the soundboard properly.
Okay, so what if you just start talking and I'll record you and then
Okay.
we'll listen and see how it sounds.
Okay.
So today I woke up and what did I do? Oh, I took a shower last night, so I didn't have to do it in the morning. I straightened my hair and then I had
Okay. The problem was that we didn't have an M audio track connected to the soundboard to convert our analog sound to digital sound. Even after we hooked up a converter, we still could not get sound to record from an external microphone, and the sound continued to record from the computer. After many failed attempts at using the soundboard, we requested the help of Patrick Drissel, who loaned us all of the recording equipment necessary. Patrick is the sound and recording AV specialist of the School of Music. On the table are all of the items that came in the recording package Patrick loaned us. In the small boxes are 2 different types of microphones. There were 2 piano mics and 2 diffuser mics which isolate sound. The MacBook was also included, and it had Pro Tools installed for us to use. These are the piano mics that you would hook up together in order to have a fuller sound. And this magical box at the end of the table is the analog to digital converter that allowed us to hook up multiple microphones and headphones. Setting up this equipment took a large part of our time in the first couple of days after getting it, but in the following days we were able to record several of our tracks. We have enjoyed working on this project so much, and we hope you enjoy our song.
To the round green world below, and saw She said to the pool, the wondrous deep, I love you, I give you my life to keep. Oh, more profound than the living sea, that has never shown myself to me. It grunted and splashed and drowned in, and the deepest place that reached its chin. The water gurgled with tender glee, and the blood churned up in it stupidly. The star grew pale and hid her face in a bit of floating cloud
A studio recording project like this offers us different opportunities to refine our skills with various technologies that have been both talked about during the course of the Digital Hybrid Lab, as well as just other technologies that we either have or will in the future come in contact with. These technologies include like Pro Tools or microphones that we might use to professionally record something. In addition, it allows us to work with different digital audio workstations and helps us refine both our process as people using this technology as well as perfectionists when listening to our own music and trying to make it better in whatever ways we can. In the future, as a music educator, we can easily use this project. On the one hand, we can use it as a way to help our students record themselves. This includes like honor ensemble recordings or college auditions, or even if we have just a couple students saying, hey, we want to be part of this awesome band that we want to form. How can we do that? How can we record ourselves? We can also assign this as a project as opposed to just what we got from it. We can assign this as a project to different classes to show that there's another approach to music that does not necessarily involve reading music. So the students that are not band kids can be in a classroom with technologies like this and learn what it's like to be the person behind the scenes, the person who does all of the recording and all of the editing.
This helped us learn to collaborate and work with people with different primary instruments. I also learned that there are difficulties in recording due to the technicalities of all the equipment, but this project gave us the opportunity to figure out how to use the recording equipment.
I've learned so much from doing this project. I really enjoyed learning how to use recording equipment and the different types of microphones and what they do and why you have a pop screen and also how to connect it, like what you need. For example, we needed a phantom power source, which I had no idea what that was, but we figured it out, and we figured out how to edit our recording, how to change the waveform, and it was exciting to see how we could manipulate the sound that we had received. And this can definitely help us as future educators as we record things for our students. We can make a high quality recording so they can hear what they sound like and be proud of their work. It also provides feedback so that they can hear how they're doing and how they can improve. Also, teaching a class. If you want them to learn how to use recording equipment, since like YouTube stars and many other like people doing recording in their home, it would be a great way to engage students who are more interested in the technical side of recording.
Through this project, I was enabled to learn about recording equipment so that I could help myself and my students in the future. But the funnest part for me was the composing and the performing rather than the technological aspect. However, in the future, as an educator, I would create projects containing the same elements that we worked on so that students learn about recording and the composing process. This would convey to music students and non-music students to explore the variety of ways people can interact and participate with music. We hope you learned a little bit about recording. Thank you so much for coming on this journey.